Hey folks, welcome back to Software Testing Hacks. In this video, let's talk about what are the frames or iFrames and how to work with iFrames. Before we begin, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe to the channel. Let's get started. Let's understand what is this frames. Frames are just like a mini web pages within the web page. Basically, suppose say you have a web page. Within that, there are other web pages embedded with it. So that is called like mini web pages you can consider. They are used to divide a single web page into multiple sections. Okay. So each with its own HTML document. Basically, imagine there is one page. Um, Imagine that there is one web page. Consider this is a web page. Okay. Within this page, frames will be embedded. So this is one HTML document which is embedded within this web page. And there is another you know, HTML document which is embedded with this web page, frame 2, let's say. And then there is another web page which is embedded with frame 3. And within that frame, you can have other iframe also. Okay. Iframe is just that it is inline frame. Okay. Iframe. Both are almost same, which is again a separate HTML document which can be used to embed with the web page. So this is how the frames works. Basically, it is another HTML document which is embedded within the web page. When you want to interact with elements inside the frame, first what you need to do is you need to switch the WebDriver's focus to the frame. Basically, when you launch a website, okay, the focus of the WebDriver would be on this web page, the main page. Okay. If you want to interact with any element in this frames, then first what you need to do is you need to switch the WebDriver's focus. Then only it will work. So that is why uh, so you have to switch from main page to another page, which is frame again. Okay. And then you have to interact with it. So, considering the ways to switch to the frame, there are four ways we can switch. One is using the index, second is name, ID, and web element. So, index is when, suppose I said there are multiple frames available on a web page, then you have to make sure that the ID or suppose say zero, if this is in the zeroth index. So if you want to switch, you can use the zero and then you can switch. If you want to, because it starts from zero, right? Frame, it starts from zero. Zero, one, two, like this, you have to switch. Name means it would be associated for a particular frame, say for this frame, a frame one, that could be the ID or the name. Okay, so like that, it will be there. Web element in the sense, if you want to interact with a particular, frame and you don't have, name or ID, then you can choose web element that time you just have to store that particular web element using what you're identifying either by id xpath, okay, and then you can switch to that particular frame. How in the sense, just by using driver dot switch to dot frame, using that you can switch from the main page to the frame. Okay, so let's see it with an example. Here is a just a basic website. So this is the frame. Okay. To identify it, you can just inspect it. Okay. And then you can see, I just inspect this and see this is an iframe. Okay. Iframe, it is having ID, frame one. Correct. So using this ID, we can switch to this particular frame and then perform actions. So here we don't have any interactable element. So let's go to another website. So in this website, let's see what are the different frames we have. Say here we have frame 1, frame 2, frame 3 here, frame 4, and then frame 5. So total there are 5 frames in this particular web page. So how it is designed is basically there is one web page and these are the frames which is if you just inspect it, you will get to see. Just inspect one of this. So you will see, yeah. So here if you see, this is one HTML document. Okay. This is one, just if you just go to this frame one, copy this and then paste it. So see, this is a one page. So in the same way, we have 5 frames. In the sense, we have 5 different web pages, web page integrated with this main web page. Okay. Then now, if I want to interact with this particular frame, how I can do it? Let's see it by writing this program, basic understanding. So let's create a new class. Let's call it as um, frame or iframe, anything. Um, Selenium. Okay, select this, finish. Let's write WebDriver driver is equal to new Chrome driver and just import both of them and then driver dot get. So we have to navigate to a particular URL. So just copy this and then put it here. So now what we are going to do is let's see if I am just directly going to inspect this element. Okay, this is the input box and which is having name my text. Okay, so I can just try to identify and then pass a value. Okay, let's see that. How does it work? So driver dot find element by dot name, pass the name here and then perform send keys of, let's say, hello testing. Okay, something like this. And let's run this. So if you see, we got some error. What is that? We have got an error which says that to find element, which means that no such element is found. Okay, for this. So that is why we got the error. What is the mistake here? Because the focus of the web driver is on the web page. It is not on this frame one. So first what we need to do is we need to switch to the frame one and then perform this action. So if you go back to the website, and first what we need to do is identify this particular frame. So here we just have src, right? So let's find here it doesn't have any ID or name. So we have to identify it using the web element. Here we have src is equal to frame one. So let's identify this locator. So frame and operate src is equal to, this is the value of the frame. So we, after identifying this, then let's try to perform the action on this particular web element. So let's see web element. This is frame one is equal to driver dot find element by dot xpath. And then first let's store this. Okay. And then now let's switch from this main page to the frame. How? Just by saying driver dot switch to dot frame. If you see frame, there are four ways you can identify a frame, either using index value or either by name or ID or by web element. So now we are using web element. So frame and then pass this frame, frame one. Okay, now let's try to run this because now we have identified and we have switched from the web page, main page, from focus from the main page to the frame. Let's change this. So if you see, the value got entered here, right? So, so first basic identification is that we just identified this frame one, and then we identified this element, basically this text box, and then entered the value. Okay. Now, if I want to perform action on this uh, input, is it possible? Let's try to do it now. So first, let's go to this, and then let's try to identify this element. So it is just my text too. And then let's go back, and then let's say driver dot find element by dot name. Okay. And then pass this, and then directly enter dot send keys. So, and now let's say testing hack. Okay. Let's run this now. Just notice what happens. See, again, it failed. It did not enter any value to this field. Why? Because the focus of the WebDriver is currently on this frame one. Okay. If I want to interact with the element in frame two, then I have to switch to the frame two. How can we do it? Before switching, first we have to switch to the main web page, which is the default content. How we can do it is first say driver dot switch to dot default content. So which will now focus the web element, or sorry, the web driver focus will be on the main page, main web page. And now try to put this. So we just have to frame two, right? So just consider this. Yes, this is the value. Let's change this. Okay. And then let's name it as frame two. And then let's switch from frame one to the default content and then switch to the frame 2. Okay. So that is how you will be able to switch. You cannot even directly switch from frame 1 to frame 2 also. First, you need to switch to the default content and then switch to the frame 2. Now let's run this. Yes, if you see, it entered the value in frame 1 as well as in frame 2. So now it is successfully able to identify the element from both frame 1 and frame 2. But again, we have something called frame 3, which is again having iframe inside this frame, correct? So what does it mean? Let's try to understand that. So if you want to interact with any element in frame 3, what you have to do is first switch to the default content and then switch to frame 3 first. Okay, so this is that. So first, let's switch from frame 2 to frame 3. Let's copy this, paste this, and just change this to frame 3. Okay. So now the focus will be on frame 3. And if you want to enter any value to this text box, then just find this element and then enter any value. Driver dot find element by dot name. So pass this dot send keys of enter the, let's say, hello. Okay. So what we did now is first we identified frame 1 and entered the value there, frame 1. And next is we switched to the default content and switch to frame 2. And now it's time to switch to the default content and then switch to frame 3. Okay. Let's run this now. Okay. You see that it entered value in all the three frames, frame 1, frame 2, frame 3. But it contains an iframe inside this. How can I switch from frame 3 to this inner frame? Just simple. So you do not have to switch from frame 3 now. Inside frame 3 itself, this is an another iframe that we have, correct? So this is the iframe that we have. So you can just see you don't have anything here. Name, no, we don't have name. Either you have to use SRC or SS is quite big, or you can use index. Let's try to use index and then switch to this. So after switching this, you will be able to perform actions on this web element. You can then perform actions on this directly. Okay. It is just that you have to just switch from frame 3 to iframe. So you do not have to that you can directly do it just by saying driver dot switch to dot frame and use this index value. So because there is only one uh, frame here, correct? So you can directly switch it using the index value. And then now you can perform any action on this element. Okay. So this is how you can switch between the frames, and also you can switch from one frame to another frame within which is inside the frame. Okay. So these are the actions that you can perform, and hope you got to know what are the frames and then how do we perform actions on this and how to switch from one frame to one frame. Okay. So if you have liked this video, please do like it, share it, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.